Mississippi County Juneteenth celebrations. We are in the 12th year. Freedom is not finished. This is what we hold dear.
So, I'm sorry. Actually, before we start, I want to do something. Noah? Is that Noah? Benny, my bad, I said Benny. Benny's right here. Come here, Benny. Benny has a picture. Turn it up here. Right here. Can you hold up nice and high, Benny? This is Benny Wells of William Foster. He's one of the guys in the story. Now, this comes from the History Museum of Mobile. And actually, make sure I have it correct. Can you show everybody, turn around and show them the picture of him? We had to get permission to get it enlarged. This was the most legal book we ever did. It was, Pacey, what, 6-7 months? Oh my God. So this actually comes from the History Museum mobile collection with a picture of William Foster. So he's one of the guys, along with Timothy Mayer, that started this story, unfortunately. All right, thank you, Benny. Have a seat. You should. So with that, okay, very cool.
It was summer when I went to talk with Cujo.
Louder. Loud. Yeah.
It was summer when I went to talk with Cujo in 1927. I hailed him by his African name as I walked up to the steps to his porch.
Oh, Lord. I know you called my name. Nobody done calling my name from across the water but you. You always call me Kusala, just like in Africa.
Cujo always spoke to me in that familiar African-American English, or Ebonics, which is still spoken by many African-Americans. Cujo speaks a language that enslaved people from West Africa created in the United States out of their own languages and English. Cujo sounds E and S at the end of many words. He drops the G at the end of words ending in ing, as in nothing. He uses D in the place of TH in words like D instead of the, or this instead of this. He'll also say don't instead of don't.
Cujo had already experienced one stage teenage initiation, also called rites of passage, in other African cultures, but not all stages. He learned about war and how not to have war break out on your village. The initiates also learned about the secret of the gates around the compound. The secret of the gates would later be betrayed. The king of Dahomey sends messengers that wants half their crops in Cujo's village called Nakika. Akia is the king of Cujo's village. He told the king's messengers, no, that the king cannot take the crops because they belong to the people. The king of Dahomey had a lot of land. He also got rich catching people and selling them into slavery. His army included very strong women and would make war and raids on different villages. The king of Dahomey traded, captured, and enslaved people for guns, rum, and other goods. The village gets attacked when they are sleeping. The women warriors are very skilled at capturing people and tying their hands. This is how Cujo was captured at 19 years old.
I was sleeping in his hut awakened by noise of the invaders. Women grabbed and tied him down. Two men catch and tie his wrists and crying out for his mama. The king of the village comes out and he told one of the guards to get in line because he's going to be sold by the king of Dahomey. King Achaia refuses to go and says that he was born a king on this land, that he will stay a king.
I was born a king and I will die a king.
Mother, father, where's my family? Big Cujo, Big Cujo.
Cujo was nowhere on the porch with me. He squatted about that far into the home. His face was twisted in pain. It was a horror mask.
Hold on. That's Zora.
Kazula was no longer on the porch with me. He is squatting about that fire into Dahomey. His face was twitching in pain. It was a horror mask. He had forgotten I was there. He was thinking aloud and gazing into the faces of the smoke. His agony was so bad that he couldn't speak. He never noticed my preparation to leave him. I slipped away as quietly as possible and left him with his smoke pictures.
Didn't I tell you not to bother me until Saturday? I got to go clean the church. Tomorrow's Sunday.
But I came to help you, Kazula. You needn't talk if you don't want to.
I think you come to help me. I want you to take me in the car to Mobile. I can get me some turnip seed to plant in the garden.
We hurriedly swept and dusted the church. Less than an hour later, the Chevrolet had borne us to Mobile and back. I left him at his gate with a brief goodbye and came back again on Monday.
We marked this into the home. You can see the king's house, which is made with skull bones. The drum, he's so much licky like the whole world is the drum beat to beat on. That's that they fetch us out into this place where the king got his house. We stayed 3 days in the first barracoon and rest a little, and we were given a little food. Then they marched us to the sea to a place called Guida, to another barracoon.
Take a pause, come on. And go back in. Careful. Come on in. And then go back in. Okay.
We stayed there 3 weeks. We see many ships in the sea, but we can't see them so good. Because the White House is between us and the sea. But Cujo, we see the white man. And that's something he ain't never seen before. Barracoon. We in, and then we the only enslaved pen in the place. They got plenty of them, but we don't know who the people in the other pens. Each nation is a barracoon by itself. When we there, 3 weeks, a white man come into barracoon with 2 men of the homie. They make everybody stand in a ring.
Take a pause. Come on this way. Come on this way. Make a ring. Remember your mouths. Make a ring. Your mouth. Right there. Keep going.
About 10 folks in each ring. The men by themselves, the women, they by themselves. Then the white man, looky and looky. He looky hard at the skin and the feet and the legs and in the mouth. Then he choose. Every time he choose a man, he choose a woman. He take 130, including me. Then the white man go away. But the people of the homies come bring us a lot of grub for us to eat. Because they say we're going to leave there. We needed a big feast. Then we cry. We sad. Because we don't want to leave the rest of the people in the barracoon. We also want them for our home. We don't know what's going to become of us. We don't want to be pulled apart from one another. But they come and they tie us up in the line. And lead us around the big white house. Then we see many ships in the sea. Some boats got white men in it. Some boats got African in it. The man that buy us, he get in a crew boat and go out into the ship. They taking the chains off us. They taking the chains off us and place us in the boat. Kudo don't know how many boats they take us out onto the water in the ship. I am the last boat to go out. They almost leaving me in the shore. And when I see my friend Kibi in the boat, I want to go with him. So I holler, and they turn around and they taking me. When we ready to leave, and the crew boat, I go in the ship, and the crew boat is hired by the white traders, snatch our country cloths off us. We try to save our clothes. We ain't used to being without no clothes on, but they snatch all of our clothes off. They say, you get plenty of clothes, where you going? Oh Lord, I'm so ashamed. We came into America's soil naked. And the people say, we naked savage. They say, we don't wear no clothes. They don't know they snatch our clothes away from us. Soon, we get in the ship. They make us lay down in the dark for 13 days. Little food, little water. Oh Lord, Lord, we so thirsty.
Human slave traders are the same as human traffickers. On the slave ships, they often added vinegar to the water to prevent a disease called scurvy. The more enslaved Africans they kept healthy on this trip, the more humans they could sell and the more money they could make.
On the 13th day, they fetch us up on the deck. We so weak, we ain't able to walk ourselves.
It is 1859. Cujo and other Africans had not walked around in 13 days. They had to lay down under the boat, which was much smaller than a regular ship and called a schooner. Schooners were faster than regular ships and could get away quicker from bigger ships and authorities monitoring transatlantic slave trade.
The boat we called the Catilda. Cujo suffered so in that ship. Oh Lord, I was so scared of the sea, the water. You understand me? It makes so much noise. It growled like the 1,000 beasts in the bush. The winds got so much voice on the water. Oh Lord! Sometimes the ship way up in the sky, sometimes it's way down in the bottom of the sea. We've been on the water 70 days. We spent some time laying down in the ship till we tired. For many days, we way on the deck. Nobody ain't sick. They tell me it's a Sunday. And they tell us to keep quiet. Captain Bill Foster, you understand me? He's scared of them government folks in the Fort Monroe going to catch the ship.
Bringing enslaved people across the ocean, which is why we say transatlantic slavery, was illegal after 1808. People were still doing it and selling the enslaved and making money by the sale of human beings, the African ancestors of present-day African Americans. Another ship that did it was called the Wanderer, and it came from the Congo and brought 400 enslaved people. Just because the transatlantic transport was illegal, the enslavement of people was made worse within the land because people were forced to create children that were enslaved before they were born. This systematic process went on until 1865. But back to a glimpse of Cujo's life experience. Let's find out how Captain William Foster and Captain Timothy Mayer and his brothers tried to conceal their crimes.
When it's night, the ship moved again. Cujo didn't know it then what they gonna do, but they tell me they towed the ship up the Scanish Creek in 12 Mile Island. They took us off the ship. We get on another ship. Then they burned the Catilda because they scared the government going to arrest them, fetching us away from African soil. First, they provide us with some clothes. Then they carry us up the Alabama River, hide us in the swamp. But the mosquitoes, they so bad, they scout to eat us up. So they took us to Captain Burns Mayer's place and divide us up. Captain Tim Mayer, you took 32 of us. Captain Burns Mayer, you took 10 couples. Some, they sail up the river and load Boot Cheeto in Mississippi. Captain Bill Foster, he took you to 8 couples. And Captain June Maris, he got you the rest. We were sorry to be parted from one another. We cried for home. We took away our people. We, 70 days across the water from the African soil, and now they part us from one another. Therefore we cry. We cry. We can't help but cry. So we sing. Hey, yay, yay, yay. Wana se ru re re ya ne they say haru.
Kazuma sat for a moment. I saw the old sorrow sleep away from his eyes, and the present take its place. He looked about him for a moment, and then said bluntly,
I'm tired now. You go home and come back. If I talk to you with all the time, I can't go making no garden. You want to know too much. You ask so many questions. Go home.
I was far from being offended. I merely said, well, when can I come again?
Captain Jim, he took me. He make a place for us to sleep, sleepy underneath the house. They got the bricks underneath for the floor. Then they take us to work right away, because we don't understand what they say and how they do. But the others show us how they raise the crop in the fields.
Whipping on many plantations as a form of violence was used as a punishment to create fear among the enslaved. For the most part, it worked. Some whippings would cause death due to infection several days later. And sometimes it would cause large scars on the bodies of our ancestors. Something incredible and powerful happened on the Jim Mayer plantation that probably had not been seen by anyone present.
Captain Tim and Captain Burns Mayers worked these folks hard. They got an overseer with the whip. One man, he tried a whoopee on one of my country women, and they all jumped on him. And they take the whip from him, and they lash him with it. You don't never try to whip American women no more. They work very hard for us, because we ain't used to working like that. But we don't grieve about that, because we cry because we enslaved. At nighttime, we cry. We say we born and raised to be free people, and now we enslaved. We don't know why we've been bringing away from our country to work like this. It's strange to us.
Encountering new Africans on plantations was surprising to the enslaved because transatlantic slavery had been outlawed in 1808. The African Americans living here were forced to give up their African ways. Those African ways were not wrong. They were just not accepted in the land of slavery. Unfortunately, they could not recognize the beauty of their African ways in other people. The Anthropocenopa symbol has a proverb in the African language.
I got it. Okay. The Andrinka symbol right here has a proverb in the Akan language. Siwari fina usakofa ainchi. It is no taboo to return and fetch it when you forget it. We must take the wisdom from the past and from the lessons of the past and use it to build the future. Take a pause.
Oh, you are so dirty. Oh, you smell. Oh, look at the scars.
Look at all that. It's just, your scars is so
Just disgusting.
Yes.
goodness. Why are you looking like that?
Oh my God.
And what is that right there?
Sankofa. Sankofa.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean the bad things I said about you. Please forgive me. I am very sorry.
I am so sorry. You are beautiful. You are not ugly.
Yes.
And your scars are beautiful. Forgive us.
Yes.
Lord bless you.
We don't have enough bedclothes. We working so hard. The women, they work in the field too. We not in the field much. Captain Jim got his 5 boats run up from the mill to Montgomery. Oh Lord, I working so hard. Every landing, you understand me? I tote wood on the boat. They have the shipment, you understand me? And we have to tote that too. Oh Lord, I'm so tired. No sleepy. That boat leak and we pumping so hard. They ain't going to no railings on that boat. And in the nighttime, if you don't watch it, you're close to fall aboard and drown yourself. Oh Lord, I appreciate the free me. Every time in the boat stopping at the landing, you understand me? The overseer, the whipping boss, he go down and he's standing on the ground. The wind is sticking his belt and he hollers, "Hurry up there, you, running fast. Can't you run no faster than that? You ain't got enough load. Hurry up." He cut him and you whip that whip, you ain't running fast enough to please him. If you don't get up a bit though, then he hit you too. Oh Lord, 5 years and 6 months I enslaved. I worked so hard. When we at the plantation on Sunday, we so glad we ain't got to do no work to do. So we dance like in the African soil. The American colored folks, you understand me? They say we savage. And then they laugh at us and don't come say nothing to us. But Free George, you understand me? He a colored man, don't belong to nobody. His wife, she been free long time. So she cooked for a Creole man and by George because she married with him. Free George, he come to us and tell us not to dance on Sunday. He didn't tell us what Sunday is. He don't know what it is before. Nobody in Africa soul don't tell us about no Sunday. Then we don't dance no more on Sunday.
Freedom from slavery happened in some states in 1863, but not until 1865 did it happen for all the states. We celebrate Juneteenth because people in Galveston, Texas found out that they were free on June 19, 1865, later than the rest of the country. Information was kept purposely away from the enslaved because planters and slavers wanted to get their crops in off the backs of free labor for as long as legally possible. Remember, Cujo came to this land at about 19 years of age. So now he's approximately 24 years old when he becomes free.
Know how we get thee free? Cujo tell you that. The boat I was on is in the Mobile. We're all on there to go to Montgomery. The Captain Jim Mayer, he not on the boat that day. Cujo don't know why. I don't forget. It's April 12th, 1865. The Union soldiers, they come down in the boat and eating mulberries off the trees close to the boat. You understand me? Then they see us on the boat and say, y'all can't stay there no more. You free. You don't belong to nobody no more. After they free us, you understand me? We so glad. We make the drum beat like it's the African soil. My countrymen come from Captain Bird's Mayor's plantation, so we be together. We glad to be free, but then, you understand me? We can't say, you can't stay with the folks who don't own us no more. Therefore, where we gonna live? We don't know. We meet together and we talk. We say we from across the water, and we go back where we come from. We work in slavery 5 years and 6 months for nothing. Now we work for money and get in the ship and we go back to our country. We think Captain Mayer and Captain Foster ought to take us back home. Therefore, you got to work hard and save the money. They say, Cujo, you always talking good. So you go tell the white man and tell him what the Africans say.
The Africans were determined to work for themselves, to make money to build their own lives by building houses and growing their food. Cujo has an encounter, Tim Meyer, at the timber mill. Remember, Timothy Meyer, along with Captain William Foster, made the bet that they could get the enslaved Africans.
Captain Tim, you brought us from our country where we had land. You enslaved us. Now they make us free, but we ain't got no country, and we ain't got no land. Why don't you give us a piece of this land so we can build ourselves a home? Captain jump up on his feet and say, "Fool! Do you think I'm going to give you property on top of property? I don't owe you nothing." Cujo tell Gumper, call the people together, and he tell them what Captain Tim say. They say, well, we can buy ourselves a piece of land. We working hard and save, and eat molasses and bread, and buy the land from the mayor. We're building the houses on the land, and after we divide it out. Cujo take 1.5 acres for his part. We don't pay nobody to build our houses. We all go get together and build the houses for ourselves. Cujo don't build the house first because he ain't got no why. We call our building Africa Town. We say that because we want to go back into African soil and we see we can't go. Therefore, we make it Africa where they fetch us. Gumper say, my folks sell me and your folks buy me. We here and we got to stay.
The Africans built the first church in the area and named it Old Landmark Baptist Church. Free George became a good friend and liaison to the Africans.
Cujo had on his battered hat when I drove up the next day. His rude walking stick was leaning against the door jamb. He picked it up and came on out to the car at once, and we drove off. Without the least prompting, he began to talk about his marriage.
Abila, she's a woman. She understands me from across the water. They call her Celie in America, so I want this woman to be my wife. She ain't married.
I'd like you two to be my wife. I ain't got nobody.
What you want with me?
Oh my God.
Me and, me and my wife, we have 6 children together. 5 boys and 1 girl. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, we so happy. Alex, Jimmy, Pulida, David, Cujo Jr., and Celie.
I heard y'all eat people. Y'all smell funny. Ooh, y'all like monkeys. Ooh, what's that smell?
Sankofa. Sankofa.
I'm sorry I said y'all eat people. I'm sorry that I called y'all monkeys. I'm sorry that I said y'all smell funny. I'm sorry that I said y'all scars are ugly. Your scars are beautiful.
All the time, the children growing, the American folks, they gotta tell the American African people they kill folks and eat the meat. They call my children ignorant savages and make them out as if they akin to monkeys.
Cujo and Avila unfortunately experienced the loss of all their children, with the first death being their 15-year-old daughter Celie from an unknown illness, until the last death of Alec. Cujo is severely injured by a train, but survives. He sues the train company, but through other unfortunate events, he never receives the money. You must read the book. In November of 1908, Avila Sela was heartbroken over her children that have died, that she would often visit their graves. The following week, Avila died. The next month, her firstborn son, Alec, died.
Poor Cujo, all the folks that left them now are so lonely.
Before I left, I had Kazula's permission to photograph him, but he forbade my coming back within 3 days. A cow had broken his fence, and he was eating his potato vines. It was on a hot Saturday afternoon that I came to photograph Kazula.
I'm glad you take my picture. I want to see how I look. Once, a long time ago, somebody come take my picture. They never gave me one. You give me one?
I agreed. He went inside to dress for the picture. When he came out, I saw that he had put on his best suit, but removed his shoes.
to look like I'm in Africa, because that's where I want to be.
I had spent 2 months with Kazula, who is called Cujo, trying to find answers to my questions. Some days we ate great quantities of peaches and talked. Sometimes we ate watermelon and talked. Once it was a huge mess of steamed crabs. Sometimes we just ate. Sometimes we just talked. The other times, neither was possible, and he just chased me away. He wanted to work in his garden or fix his fences. He couldn't be bothered. The present was too urgent to let the past intrude. But on the whole, he was glad to see me, and we became warm friends. At the end, the bond had become strong enough for him to wish to follow me to New York. It was a very sad morning in October when I said the final goodbye and looked back the last time at the lonely figure that stood on the edge of the cliff that fronts the highway. I had come out to the front of his place that overhangs the coach ring highway that leads to the bridge of that name. He wanted to see me the last time. He had 2 peaches, the last he found on his tree, for me.
Okay. So,
When I crossed the
keep going.
When I crossed the bridge, I know he went back to his porch, to his house full of thoughts, to his memories of girls in West Africa with ringing golden bracelets, his drum that speak the minds of men, to palm nut cakes, to his smoke pictures, to his parables. I am sure that he does not fear death, but he is full of trembling awe before the altar of the past.
So before I give you the thanks, I want to say that yesterday I wore a slave costume in the parade because I want to honor the ancestors, our ancestors, who were enslaved from conception, from before they were even thought about being conceived. They were enslaved till birth and death, and then their descendants were enslaved. So it was not the 5 years, 6 months like Cujo Lewis and the rest of the people who were on the Clotilda. But we should honor our ancestors with our actions by voting, by driving kids like Dr. Abraham all around the city, across the world. We should do something. If you became a Marine, you can drive a car or something. I want to thank Zorona Hurston for writing the book initially, and then Ibrahim X. Kendi for doing the book you're going to get today with the adaptation for young people. I also want to thank the Blackville alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Ooh. That was favorite. For donating the books. And then I want to thank HarperCollins Publishers for allowing us to enlarge the cover and present this to you guys. And I also, again, want to thank the History Museum of Mobile Collection for showing us a picture of William Foster, letting us enlarge that. I do want to say also, too, that do your research in your families, because people have your family history inside of their attics and their basements, and they're making books about them and making you pay for that book. They know your stories, so do your own research. I'm so glad we were able to bring this to you guys today. I hope you learned something. I hope it makes you want to read. Get the book. It is a hard read in ways because, like Zora over there was saying, that Cujo did not say this, that. He said this, and we say this, don't we? We say that. Where you get that from? Right. So we shouldn't judge anybody who doesn't say this. Okay. But anyway, yeah. Pacey want to say something. Pacey, okay. Let me say something about Pacey. Pacey's fierce, y'all. This has been crazy, but Pacey is so fierce. I mean, she is good on legality stuff, and I didn't know what I would do without Pacey. So, come on, Pacey. Come on, Pacey.
Dr. Pernell mentioned this was probably the roughest process in getting approval to even use the book to enlarge the cover. And as she mentioned, it took literally about 7 months. We just got approval like 2 weeks ago to enlarge the cover of the books. And it was, and actually, you know, we contacted the publisher, and they were like, we'll get back with you. And so here it is made. And I was like, let me call some people and see if they know Kende. And it just happened, I just happened to email his office, because he's a professor at Howard University. And I emailed his office, and it was like within a week we got a response from the publisher. And I was doing research about him, because he's still alive. And just do your research, because we know that a lot of our culture, our books are being erased. And it was during the erasure of DEI that happened a couple of years ago, that he was literally removed from one university. So just do your research. And I'm thinking that was, I don't know, reason why it took us so long to get approval. But giving thanks to the Juneteenth Committee, and I have to give thanks because the Juneteenth Committee is providing, in addition to the Deltas giving everyone a free book, the youth, the Juneteenth Committee is giving everyone a bag lunch. And that bag lunch, some of the proceeds were made possible from local Sonic, the local Dodge store, and Love's. So next time you're in there, just tell them thank you for supporting the Juneteenth Committee.
I think McDonald's too.
And McDonald's, yes, McDonald's also helped support this.
Thank you. Yes? You come out of there. And so, okay, we gotta get a picture of all the cast. So I know you guys are probably hungry. So the cast, can y'all come right here? Hello. Excuse me. Thank you. Come on, let's get pictures. Come on.
Mississippi County Juneteenth celebrations. We are in the 12th year. Freedom is not finished. This is what we hold dear. Children's rations on the way. For the youngsters, they don't play. Sweet potato pie, Judgment Day. I like mine so flavorful, plenty of nutmeg. No way. Friday, pray for a good time. Bow your head as we bless the celebration. And meet us on historic Ash Street. Words and presentations. And our Grand Marshal this year, Shannon Duck Sims. A black party on Friday, breaking down the day. Parade, great food and music, barbecue, cool drinks, fellowship and different flavors. Come down and spend time with your neighbors. Saturday fun for all. Youth empowerment sessions, youth book reading, bricks just